Thank you, thank you. Great, that's enough talking. It's time for the second half of the show. It is not just me. I am very pleased to welcome him to the stage for the first time, because normally he welcomes me on stage. This is my first time welcoming him on stage. Please give it up for the second half of Bach, Mr. Johnny K!
Hello.
How are you?
All right. How are you?
Yeah! Yes! Woo! Oh yeah! I'm down, down. I'm down, down, down. I'm down, down, down. I'm down, down. Hey everybody, that's John.
That's Sebastian.
And we are Bach. You know, like John,
Sebastian,
Bach, the composer.
Yeah.
Get it? It's a pun on the musician.
Yep.
Woo! We're gonna have the same level of comedy throughout the entire show coming up. So brace yourselves.
Yeah, and roughly on par with that singing bit we just.
Yeah, it's the level of just goosebumps you got from hearing those magical verbal guitar riffs.
It's like I never got to see the Beatles live.
Right.
But I feel like I just channeled them.
Is that what that was?
That's it.
I channeled Sublime.
The Beatles channeling Blur. Right? That's Blur. Yes, Blur.
Yeah.
It's Blur, right?
It's Blur.
It's Blur.
Great.
Like my life is.
Oh!
We amuse ourselves, if not you.
Really do. Yeah. Feel free to start laughing with us at any point in time. You're more than welcome to.
Yes.
Do you want to get a suggestion, Johnny?
I suppose. Who's got an interesting job? Anybody got an interesting job? Somebody over here is bound to have an interesting job.
Nobody.
No one's got an interesting job.
Who has an interesting pet?
I do.
You do. What do you have?
I have a spur-thigh tortoise.
A what?
Spur-thighed tortoise.
Correct.
Is that pronounced correct? A spur-thighed?
Spur-thigh tortoise.
Spur-thigh.
Yes.
How does that? Okay. How does that? Is spur-thigh like
The third largest tortoise in the world.
the third largest tortoise? What are the first two?
Galapagos.
Galapagos
is one, and then let's call it the Bach tortoise.
Okay.
Boxes are usually big.
Like the box?
Oh! Spur-thighed tortoise. Thank you.
His name is Speedy.
Hey, Bob.
Eric.
There's water over there.
Ooh.
Do you see it?
Sure, it ain't just a mirage.
What?
You sure it ain't just a mirage? You know,
I heard. Yeah, go ahead.
One of those fake waters, like when you see a fake woman and you think it's a beautiful woman, but it turns out to be just a cactus.
Yeah. I had the same thing happen last week. I was crawling down the interstate and thought I saw the beautiful lady tortoise. But it was only one of those drive safe signs with flowers by it.
I was going across the interstate the other week.
You made it?
I did,
Whoa.
just barely, because I thought That had to be a fake thing coming down the road. It was coming so fast. Turned out to be a Mayflower moving truck. It blew me down here off the road.
I'm glad you're here, Charles.
So am I. I ain't getting any younger, but at least I'm not getting any deader.
I'm getting that glass of water for you. Thanks for coming to my hole.
I like what you've done with the place.
Thanks. I decided to go to IKEA. As a spur-thighed tortoise, I just felt it felt right with the name. That chair over there, it's a scan design. Here. How's the wife, Charles? She's still feisty?
Yup. Feisty as all get out. And she tells me to get out. That's one that takes a while to get. No, but seriously, I think she's cheating on me.
Oh, well, that's no good.
No.
You know, she always was a town tart. Everybody knew it. That's why we thought you married her, because she was experienced. And she's got a great personality.
Got a pretty shell.
Yeah.
That shell, I can see why it attracts so many, but I came home the other day and she was wearing a different kind of lettuce.
She wasn't wearing the lettuce you gave her?
No.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it was someone else's lettuce that they're bringing to my hole.
Charles?
Yeah, Rick.
What if maybe you weren't meant to be with her? What if you were supposed to be a bachelor tortoise? Sowing your wild tortoise oats, going from hole to hole, giving lettuce to every little hot tamale you came across.
When I was a tortoise, a young tortoise under 50, I might have. But now I'm in the second third of my life.
You're still young in tortoise years. You know, 57 ain't too bad. I once met a tortoise who lived to 154. He was on an island, but...
You got to an island? Rick, I think you've had adventures you've never told me about.
Charles, I've lived a long, short life. I've been to places like you couldn't imagine. I've seen real water.
Real water?
Yeah, not just fake road water when it gets too hot outside. I've seen actual lettuce from the ground and not from a bag, like Publix.
Whoa!
want to hear about Tahiti?
Yeah.
It all started about 15 years ago. I woke up after drinking too much Terrapin one night and happened to be feeling a little looser than I thought I should. I was rocking, wasn't rolling, but I was rocking on this boat. There were waves and water and people.
Get out.
Okay. Thought the story was good, but I'll leave if you want.
Wait. I was just talking in metaphor.
Gotcha! It takes a while to get that one. So we get off of the boat, and there was sand. And when I stepped on it, I didn't know it was sand at first. I thought it was like tan concrete. But it turns out the island birds and tortoises said it was sand.
Wow.
That was my adventure. I got back on the boat right then.
What happened? Wait, I thought you met an old tortoise there.
Yeah, he told me about the sand.
Oh.
He was like, hi.
Oh, that was a story that takes me a while to catch up to.
Oh. The tortoise was named Xavier.
Like the X-Men guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I once was in a cage lined with X-Men comics.
Well, Charles, I feel like you've got adventures you haven't quite shared.
Yeah.
I just opened up my tortoise heart to you. And you keep X-Men from me?
I do. I did. I'm ashamed. So let me tell you now.
Don't.
Let me open up all 3 chambers of my heart to you.
Okay.
I was born in a zoo, Rick. Do you know what a zoo is? It's a prison. It's a prison.
I didn't know you could have prison babies. I always thought they got put in a shelter or an orphanage or just kicked out to the street.
I hatched out of my shell and I saw my mom looking at me. She looked at me like this. And then they snatched her. They took her away. And they put me in a cage. They put me in a cage. They put this light above me. This bright orange light. There was a lot of heat coming off of it. It was like a lamp that gives off heat. I called it a Portenberry. I made up names for things.
I'm gonna comfort you. It just feels right. That's enough.
Yeah.
Did that make you feel better?
No.
Oh. How about now?
Wait. I'm smelling you. I know that's That smell, that smells
We
familiar.
we don't need to talk about this, Charles.
That's a familiar
Charles, just keep talking about.
I'm trying to place where have I smelled that.
Don't place it. Please don't place it.
That's 3-day-old Bibb lettuce. Rick. Don't hide from me, Rick. Don't hide from me. Don't hide from me. Don't hide from me. No, I know. I know you're in there. I know it's probably echoing. I bet it echoes. I used to play a game that I would see some of the scientists playing. It was called Mario Brothers. And you know what they would do? They'd kick shells. They'd kick people. Yeah? Yeah, I thought that would catch your attention. You want me to kick you?
No.
I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you.
Not if I roll away.
Oh! Ow!
Defense!
Ah!
Defense! I learned this in karate, Charles.
You took karate?
Yeah.
Ow!
When I was on that boat, there was a Japanese man.
Look, I can't kick you when you keep doing that.
That's the point.
Ah!
Anyways, there is this Japanese man. You're really stopping my momentum at the same time. Oh! Oh! What are you?
Spinning you around. Yeah.
You want to fight, Charles? You kick a tortoise while he's down, Charles?
You were down physically, but I'm the one down emotionally now.
I slept with your wife.
That admission came easier than I expected.
I brought you.
I was ready to interrogate you. I was going to ask you all sorts of questions and trick you. Because you know, I'm not just the third largest turtle in the world.
You're the third
smartest. And I know that a Galapagos turtle could run me around in circles. But just watch me with the common household turtle.
You calling me common?
Maybe.
Okay.
That was an easier concession than I expected.
Look, Charles, I do feel bad about caressing your wife's tender shell and putting brand new lettuce on her clean under torso. And then eating it off. But if you want to interrogate me still, you can. I can pretend I didn't confess. If it makes you feel better.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna make me feel better anymore. I might just head out to that old interstate. Just see what happens.
Charles!
Just see what happens.
Charles!
I'm just gonna head on that interstate.
Charles, this is too dark!
Don't try to stop me. I'm on my way. I'm on the edge. Oh, God. Oh.
Charles,
Oh.
I took MMA too. Conor McGregor was on the boat as well. And he showed me all the ways to submit a man. Now I'll let you go, but you can't kill yourself.
I promise. I lied. Oh, damn it, you probably took judo too.
I also took a speech therapy class. When I was in... What are you doing now?
Maybe I'll just bake in the sun until I'm dried and shriveled. As if I'm not already dried and shriveled enough. That's what Shirley says. Maybe she just needs someone more common. Maybe I wasn't good to her. Maybe I wouldn't bring her interesting enough vegetables. Maybe she was like, let's go to IKEA. Ah!
You're not drying out on me. Do you know why I slept with Shirley, Charles?
Because she's a tramp?
Yep.
Well, I expected that guess to be harder than it was.
There's only one way to get you to realize your wife's a whore.
Ah! What?
That was sleeping with her. That was it. I did it for you.
I don't feel better.
Is that better now? I was told, as a common turtle, I'm the third best comforter turtle. I'm not the smartest or the fastest. I am the most athletically inclined, but I'm the third best comforter.
You are.
Below goose down turtle and cotton comfort.
Because your blood runs as hot or as cold as a hot-blooded or cold-blooded creature that we may or may not be.
It's a good point. I'm gonna let you go again. Charles, go back to your wife and tell her you're through. Stand up for yourself. Fight the good tortoise fight. I didn't do that so long ago. It's a long story.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell it?
Get as far as you can as I walk out.
Hey, Hey, Charles.
Yeah, Rick.
Get out.
All right.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah.
It was a joke. I was trying to call back the get out thing from earlier. So that you'd kind of like laugh a little bit before being all forlorn and stuff.
Ah.
It takes a while to get out. Did you get that one?
No. I got a joke. If I was racing a hare, who would win?
You?
Yeah.
No, you're racing?
Yeah.
Which hair? Does it matter? Or is it just the same answer no matter what the
It's
circumstances
the same answer
are?
no matter the circumstance.
Oh. Tony Robbins.
The motivational speaker?
Yeah, he seems like a winner.
I met him once.
Charles, you've gone on adventures I haven't been privy to.
Yeah.
I learned that in my vocabulary class.
I feel like we've lived lives that we don't even know about each other. I said that inelegantly. That's a fancy word. I feel like you and I have had experiences that we don't know about each other.
You said the same thing twice. I understood it both times. I never took a learning class, I just got stuff.
I feel like your life and my life, there are experiences that I have not told you.
Hold on.
And you've not told me.
You're
Therefore,
saying
we
the same-
don't understand it about each other.
just
But maybe
said
if
the
we
same
did,
thing a third
but maybe if we did, we'd find common ground. We'd stop fighting.
Charles, are you trying to rap? I noticed your hand was doing a funky kind of motion.
Yep.
Like you were following a rhythm of some sort.
Yep.
Was just curious if that's what that was, because I took a rap class once. It was taught by Common.
So you are a common turtle.
I'm a Common fan. He had an album in 2005 where the cover of it was his face. He had on a beanie and a little bit of stubble on his face. And it was over this yellow background. And the first track on it was called B, parentheses, intro B. Just a fun fact.
I was waiting for a point. Maybe by the time I leave here, the point will be made.
I'll think about it.
Getting out of here, Rick.
Bye, Charles.
Getting out.
I shot Karen after I slept with her. Your wife, Karen Julia.
You can operate a gun?
There's things you don't know about me.
And my second question is, how is it that you got a gun?
Walmart. They're really loose on their sale. I gave money to a man. He bought the gun for me. Gave it to me with a confused look on his face. I put it in my mouth. Waddled over to your house after inviting you to mine, knowing you'd be out. Walked in there, gun in mouth, and pulled the trigger with my tongue. Like this. It's kind of like... I fired 3 shots because the first 2 missed. Also, she was wearing a shell, so... Can you forgive me?
I knew it would come to this. So you know what?
Do what you have to do. The gun's in the cabinet.
I was gonna say I've got the police right outside. Police!
I'm getting out of here.
Come back here. Stop in the name of the law.
You can't stop a turtle.
That's him.
Oh, stairs.
The mortal enemy of a turtle.
Oh.
Well, it looks like our job here is done. What do you mean? He's dead. Oh, I didn't want that. Does this feel better?
And scene! I've never felt more sad while performing.
It's the slowest moving impression I've ever done. Thank you very much for the scene.
Yeah.